Today is my mom's birthday. She would have been 79 years old today, so I'm gonna be making her pasta sauce. It's the most unique Italian pasta sauce I've ever seen. I've never seen it at an Italian restaurant. It's essentially a red sauce, but with Italian sausage and porcini mushrooms. So I'm gonna be taking you through it. I'm gonna make the whole thing, show you how it's done. The first step is you boil some water because you gotta put the dried porcini mushrooms in boiled water. So I'm gonna put that on. That's the first thing I do. As that's heating up, I go over here. I'm gonna get a yellow onion, some Italian parsley, and some garlic. I'm gonna chop all that up. That's the next step. All right, onions, diced. I'm gonna take half of this. It's a lot of Italian parsley, not the whole thing. So this is how my mom would do it. Take the half, put this here, put it under the water, all right? Then I started doing this hundreds of times. Slap the shit out of it, you know what I mean? Boom, put it right here, turn this off, but this is important. So here, I move fast in my kitchen. What I got here, boom, dried porcinis, okay? I'm gonna take the porcinis, a generous amount. I don't know exactly how much my mom calls for. I'm just gonna say a handful. Maybe fill up the cup. Do as much as you want. You could do like half a cup. I'm doing a little bit more because I like a porcini. Boom, like that. Then I take the hot water. Then I go like this. And I burn my hand. There you go. And then, if you'll see, they kind of float on top. So what I like to do is take a fork and sort of like press it down. My mother's next move. You take it and you ball it up. I don't know why. Because I think it makes the cuts more efficient. Ball it like this. And then you blap, blap. Because it's like 4 cuts in one. You see what I'm saying? She wouldn't say blap while she was cutting. That's my addition to it. But then she would do this little rocking motion here. I like the rocking motion. This is called the smashing method. It's really simple. Boom. Bingo. And as you see, it just falls right out of the shell. Put the garlic in here with the little thing. That's the sound effect that it makes. You don't have to have one of these things. You can do it with a knife. It's just how my mom did. So, boom, done. I usually get like a type of tomato sauce that has some like Italian writing on it or something that makes me feel Italian. This is Hunt's. But I like to get 3 8-ounce cans. 2 pounds. I'm gonna take some avocado oil. It's better than other cooking oils. I don't know. I heard it was good for you. My mom used to cook with canola oil, but that's like frowned upon in these streets these days. I don't know. People say don't do that. So here's what she would do. You get the sausage and you want to take it out of the casing. Sometimes you can get Italian sausage that's already been decasified. That's a word. So now, boom, boom. I'm going to start browning this. It's going to take me about 10 minutes, give or take. And all I do is I just break it up, 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 constantly. Move it, break it, move it, break it. When I brown, this is how I do it. Just to really make sure, you know what I mean? You gotta get your face, hold on. It's not brown yet. It's not brown yet. I'm checking. It's been about 15 minutes. It's getting pretty brown. And again, like, this is just my mom's style. You could leave it like that right there. But what she liked to do is throw it in a food processor. I put it on top. I put the little top on. Pulse. Done. My mom has like exact measurements for these things, but I never, ever, ever saw her use anything to measure anything. It's just a pinch or a generous pinch. So that's how I've always done it. I'm gonna go back to the avocado oil, put a little bit in there for the saute purposes. I'm saying now I'm gonna turn it on at medium. Take the slotted spoon out; it's burning me. And then I got my little spoon, my wooden spoon. Dump it in there. You hear it sizzling. Some thyme. I'm just going for it. Is that enough time? No, it's not enough time. Onions are pretty translucent. Maybe 10 seconds more, but that's essentially done. Salt, pepper. Take one of those. Take some chicken broth. This is my method. This is my mom's method. You take the tomato sauce. You dump. I pour the 8 ounces of chicken broth directly into the thing. Boom, to get the excess out. Porcinis, remember these? Remember these guys? Taking them out. Over here. I'll come back to those guys. But now I got the porcini juice. Look at the juice. You ever seen porcini juice before? No, you haven't. This is the key right here. This one goes in. Swirl it around. Hold on. A few more things. Red pepper flakes. Tomato paste. I don't know why. My mom made the rules. Tomato paste. If you have sun-dried tomato paste, use that. I think it's hard to find sun-dried tomato paste. So I'll use regular tomato paste tonight. Some red pepper flakes. I like to use a lot because I like spicy food. And then my mom has this thing called Kitchen Bouqet, which is like straight up MSG. You gotta love it. It's just gonna brown it. Like, this is pretty red. Hold on. I don't like, that's not enough. Not enough. Okay. Boom. Flaked up tomato paste. How much did you put in? A teaspoon. A tablespoon. How much is a tablespoon? That much. I would say like a teaspoon. A teaspoon of this. Boom. And now see how it darkens? You see the thickening, the darkening? Okay, look at that, look at that. Almost forgot to cut up the porcinis. This is key. You would put this usually like before you put in the red pepper flakes, but it doesn't really matter. No one likes to eat like big freaking mushrooms all up in your face. I like to cut them up just so you kind of like, they almost look like they're part of the meat sauce. You know what I mean? Yeah. Boom. So we're about a half hour in. This is what it looks like. I'm going to cook it down for another half an hour, but at this point I'm going to put the water on to make some pasta. My mom was a big De Cecco fan. Don't know why, but it looks Italian. I mean, look at this lady. You can't tell me she's not Italian. Look at how much pasta she has. She's in a great mood. She's smiling and she's generous. 1831, that was a long time. That was almost 200 years ago. And this is clearly an Italian word. So this is why this has been the pasta of choice in my family since 1988. Since 1831. Pasta's been cooking for about 12 minutes. I'm trying to get it al dente with spaghetti. You can kind of see right now, it's not really translucent anymore. If it's undercooked, it'll be chewy and translucent. If it's overcooked, it'll be mushy. You want it to be just a little firm to the tooth. And it is. So I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna do colander, water, pasta, boom, smoke. Do a little bit of this, a little jiggle. A wiggle and a jiggle is how I would describe this maneuver. Wiggle and a jiggle. And then I'll take half of the sauce. Save the other sauce for another day. Molto bene. Mangia tutti.